Fortunately, my work schedule allows for that.
Okay, so I moved this stool here.
So I am at Car Smart in Hanover Park, and I have to get my breathalyzer information downloaded to the Secretary of State.
Because I realized that last night a piano student probably arrived 15 minutes early.
I only have to do this once every 2 months, but when I do, I have to come here nice and early so that I don't have to wait as long.
Yesterday I rediscovered Sorel Amor. She is a YouTuber. Speaking of 15 minutes, that's my 15-minute timer. I think she arrived about 15 minutes early so she could play with the toys that were sitting on the stool out in the wait area.
Sometimes the wait can be 30 minutes, sometimes it can be over 2 hours, just depends on how many people got here before me.
The thing is, if students arrive really early so they can play out there, that doesn't work out.
I'm grateful that I can take this time out of my workday. I don't know what somebody would do that has to work a 9-to-5 job, like how they would do this. This stuff is complicated. I think I've gotten through most of the complication. Just getting to a point where I was given a restricted driving permit after not driving for 17 years, that was a significant achievement. I had to go to classes and do everything just right and have letters from people. I had to go to recovery support groups. Tons of paperwork. All the I's had to be dotted and T's crossed correctly, and it was a lot of details. I had someone that I paid, an expert, to assist me with it, but even with that, it was a lot.
This is the piano teaching room, and I keep this door to the waiting area open so that the parents that are waiting right out there can hear the lesson, especially if it's a really little one and that the parent wants to be able to help them at home or whatever.
Now at this point in the process, I'm a 1.5 years into my restricted driving permit, and all I really have left to do at this point is drive really well so if I get one traffic ticket, I lose my restricted driving permit and I have to start all over again from the beginning of the 5 years.
It's nice if they can hear the lesson and the door is open. So if I have students getting here like a good 15 minutes early to play with toys out there, then the student that is in here having their lesson is going to be more self-conscious because there's another student out there maybe listening to them. Having students arrive early for the purpose of having time to play with toys out there is not something I want to encourage.
One speeding ticket, one any kind of ticket.
So I removed the toys, brought the stool in here. There we go.
So all I have left to do for the next 3.5 years is drive really, really well, not get any tickets, continue to go to my recovery meetings, continue to create an income that can pay for the monthly fees on my breathalyzer. So back to my point. By the time I got my breathalyzer in 2024, there is new technology, and there's a company called Smart Start, which is my company, my breathalyzer company, that doesn't involve having to inhale from the machine. What you have to do for my breathalyzer is kind of make like a sort of like a humming sound when you blow into the machine. And to me, that's definitely preferable than breathing in gross, stale air that's like been sitting there. Yuck.
Gosh, 600 calories seems like so much, but I think I've got a good balance of macros. I've got sprouted bread, hummus, tofu, vegetables, cottage cheese, good amount of protein in there.
I have to drive it every day to charge my battery because the breathalyzer itself draws from my battery and will make the battery die unless I drive my vehicle every day. And so that means if I go on a trip, I have to plug my battery into a drip charger. And right now, I don't have a garage to do that in, so I can't travel during the 5 years of my restricted driving permit unless I were to get a garage. Like, all in all, with all the little things and the money it costs and the time it takes out of my workday to go do this, and the fact that I can't travel right now, it's all worth it because it's really nice being able to drive. I really appreciate it. And I'm a year and a half into this 5-year process, so only 3.5 more years to go of this stuff. So I appreciate how far I've come with it, and I don't mind these things. It's just part of what you have to do.